Now the cloud is slowing down. Is stopping at the most appropriate time and place. Let me know if you need to talk.
Yeah, it's like it's like I'm observing something.
Go on.
I feel like I'm out of my body, but I haven't left the lifetime.
You left the body, that's fine.
Yeah, and I'm looking back.
Yes.
And my feeling is that I'd had such hopes
Of what?
of life moving forward and being so wonderful.
Forward to where?
Sorry?
Forward. Okay.
For a temple,
You're in the temple.
and the water has come over,
The water from where?
the sea,
From the sea.
and we've all drowned,
Oh,
and I can see my body.
where are you in relation to the body?
I'm floating above it, and I'm so sad.
Sad about?
We all thought we were okay. We all thought we could keep going forward. We all thought that we had reached like knowledge
Reach the knowledge?
and rejuvenation is the word.
Rejuvenation.
Yeah, we thought we had it,
Oh,
and we didn't, and we drowned.
help me understand, who are we here?
I'm in a temple,
Yes.
and there's a mountain.
Okay. This.
Oh, it has big pillars.
What sort of
Stone.
building?
It's stone,
Yeah.
like marble.
Okay. Good.
Steps down.
Yes.
Places where we lived, but acolytes. Acolytes? Acolytes is the word.
Acolyte.
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 Priest type people.
Priest.
Yeah, priests
Priest.
who know things.
Okay.
And I was working.
What do you do?
To understand, to learn things.
What were you trying to understand or to learn?
How to create things, how to heal ourselves, others. We thought that we could work with, that we could control Mother Earth with our learning, crystals, but we couldn't, and we drowned. And I'm looking at my body and I'm out of my body. And I just think such a waste. It was such a waste. And I feel despair.
As you look at the body, you're merely here to observe the scene. You can be an observer. You can be the watcher. And you won't experience any physical discomfort. And we're here to collect information as much as possible so that you can listen back and learn and absorb. Let's just unwind the time a little. Go back to when you still are in the body, to a younger time. Now, if you look at the body right now, how young or how old? Is the body young or old?
I'm about 11 or 12.
The body drowned at 11 or 12.
Oh, no, older. I've gone back further. My body was older.
The body was okay. Alright, that's fine. Now you can float back to when you are 11 or 12. And then tell me what's happening. Are you in the temple?
Yes.
Yes. There are priests.
Yes, they are not with us at the moment.
Okay, ask how many of you are there?
I think there's about 4 or 5 of us together.
Yeah. And what do they call you?
So they're laughing and they're just calling me girl.
Girl.
But I do have a name.
What's your name?
Law.
Law. Have I got that right? Law.
Like L-O-H. Law.
Law. And how are you feeling here with other 4 girls in the temple? Law.
We're being very silly.
In what way?
We're laughing.
Yeah.
We're meant to be learning and doing things, but we're not. We're just laughing.
When you say learning, are you learning to create things and healing yourself and others?
There's a lot to learn before we do that.
What do you learn?
I learned to feel things.
To feel.
To feel.
What things to feel?
To feel the life in things. Like hold a bird.
What else?
That's all right, it's just my watch. It's not a bother.
Okay. To
walk in the grass, to know the grass.
walk in the grass.
Yeah, to know the grass, I must know it.
What do you must know about the grass?
How it feels.
How does the grass feel?
How the grass feels connected to the earth.
You mean you can read animals and the plants? You can communicate with them?
Mostly I must just learn how they feel.
And then what do you do with that?
I remember.
And
I need to remember. So I touch the rocks and I have to know how they feel. And I have to remember. And they will sit us down and they will ask us, how is that rock?
And
how is that sky? And then we will learn more. So we must walk on the earth, and we must learn how everything feels, how it is in everything. and have a sense of the earth and then the center of the earth and how that feels.
And how does Earth feel?
It is alive.
What else?
It is strong,
What else?
patient.
Patient. For what?
It has to be around a long time
For what?
for us.
Earth has to be around for a long time for us. Who's
For
us?
us,
Is you and you?
people, animals, plants,
You mean every life being?
life, yes.
Help me to understand what this temple is made for. This place looks like a place for you to study, to
Yes.
learn.
We learn how things feel, how things are. And then we learn what we can do to help with that.
And did you choose to be here to learn this thing?
I was put here by someone. I was chosen.
You were chosen by, do you have any idea chosen by whom?
So I don't remember.
By one person or by a team, a group of people?
They brought me to the temple.
They, if we have a name for they, what would they represent?
Family.
Family.
Yes.
And they brought
Me to the temple.
just you
When I was little.
when you were little?
Yes. There's just bits. And then I was chosen.
Did the family bring other ones?
No.
Just you?
Yes.
So those other girls from a different family?
Yes.
When you say family, does that mean mom and dad?
Yes.
Do you have a name of your mom and dad?
No.
You just help me to understand, is this place has a physical form or in a different format?
It has a physical form, but it went when the wave came.
What happened when a wave came?
The earth, everything went underwater. And then
When the water came, the wave came, what?
the earth went down.
Are there other people around you?
Everyone drowned.
How many?
Many, just many. I don't know numbers. Many. All the temple.
All the temples.
Yeah. There were not people near us. We were in mountain.
Yes. So the mountain sank in the water.
Yes.
So help me to understand, when you say wave came, where did the wave come from? Or which direction?
On my right.
On your right. So the wave came from the right, swallowed the mountains as well.
Yes.
And now, if you were above, the whole earth become a water bowl.
Yes.
So if you look above, The water come from one direction, from the right.
Yes.
Do you have any idea who sent the water?
The earth.
The earth sent the water.
Yes.
Why would the earth do that?
We thought we could control things.
Was that a part of your learning at this temple?
Yes.
Controlling earth?
Yes.
And whose idea is that?
The priests, the acolytes.
The priest. What does the priest look like?
There's more than one.
How many?
20, 30.
20 to 30. And how many students or how many young girls are there all together?
They don't all work with us.
Go on.
There's
Who else do they work with?
younger priests, people.
Younger priests. How many younger priests are there?
They come and go.
Yeah. Okay.
Some.
And do you have an idea what part of geography that you are at in relation to current world?
It is still underwater.
Still underwater. Under which part? Under which ocean?
Pacific. Maybe.
Yes, that's fine.
And it's that feeling of
Feeling off?
we thought we could be in control with what we knew.
We,
the priests, what we were learning, what I was learning.
yeah.
But we weren't.
And how does that make you feel that you can't control Earth?
It was dangerous to think that way.
And do you have an idea of what branch of religion do these priests belong to?
It's very ancient.
How ancient it might be.
It's before
what?
Before this civilization.
Okay. I want to look around the temple. Perhaps if you see a priest, see if we are able to ask him some questions. Let me know if you see one.
So
Go on.
there's one.
What does he look like? What sort of a dress is he in?
He has a brownie coloured.
Brownie color.
Tied around the waist, it drops down.
Yes. And what else? Is he wearing anything at all?
Just that.
And how?
And he has leather strapped on, just wrapped round, tied.
Leather strap.
Footwear.
And what color is the leather strap?
Brown, dark brown.
Okay. And how do you perceive him?
Um,
Or what sort of a role he plays in this temple?
he's not the main person, but he's more friendly.
Friendly.
Yeah.
You mean the main person isn't friendly?
They are very strict. They don't talk to us.
Strict.
Because we don't know what they know.
Ah, I see. And is this strict people one person or a few people?
A few.
Ah, I see.
And then there are younger ones that teach us.
And what do you call these strict people?
I don't talk to them by name.
Yes, what do you refer them to?
The masters.
To masters. Have you seen the masters before? How do you see them? Are there special occasions or do you see them walk around?
We see them walk around. Sometimes they meet with people who come up the mountain
For what?
to be helped with things. But I don't know what they do but we all want to be there.
Perhaps this young, friendly, I'm assuming he's young.
Yes.
Perhaps this young priest can help you to understand certain things. How does that sound?
I could.
Good. I want you to walk towards him and introduce yourself and ask him what this place is called, or this space, city, whatever that might be appropriate.
Atlantis comes to mind, but not sure it is like that.
What do you mean you're not sure?
Whether that's my word for it.
That's fine. Let's just take Atlantis. Trust and speak up. The first thing come up in your mind. Atlantis.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been here?
Since I was 3.
Okay.
Maybe 4.
Okay. And how many children are all together there?
About 20 girls.
Yeah. Are there boys at all?
Yes, they're older.
Ah. Tell me a little bit more about the school structure, how you learn, how you were put together.
We're not with the boys.
So you separated with the boys?
Yeah. We have a place. We're lucky. We're more in the sunlight.
You have more?
We are in the sunlight.
You're in the...
There's a spot at the front of the temple.
Ah, is that where you live?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not sure. No, that's where we learn.
Okay.
I don't have a picture of where we live.
Mm-hmm.
And we sit on steps.
Yeah.
and they talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we learn.
And how do they teach you?
They talk to us and they make us go and connect with things and touch things.
And how do you
And
connect?
they say girls are good with that.
Ah, are you saying that the boys learn different skills?
Yes.
What do they learn?
There are things written.
Okay, things are written being passed on them for them to read.
Mm.
And then what do they do with it?
They learn to direct things.
Direct what thing?
Energy, thought.
Ah,
But we don't do that.
so you learn to feel things.
We learn to feel, yeah.
Okay.
To feel how things are.
Yeah. Are all girls sent here to learn to feel things?
Just some.
Some.
All the girls that are there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And what is the selection criteria for you to be sent there to learn such powerful technique?
We showed early things,
What early things?
feeling things. People watch you from early in case.
People, who's watching you? Who are the people?
Parents.
And then what do parents do?
Take them to the temple.
So parents, there's a system, are you saying about?
Yeah.
So parents were told to observe their children.
Yes.
And if they notice certain sign,
Yes.
they send them to the temple.
Yes, and sometimes they're chosen very early.
How early is that?
3 or 4.
I see, just how you were sent here.
Yeah.
And do you actually have a brother and a sister back home?
I don't know.
What if you did know?
It is too sad.
It's okay. You can observe this thing. And you don't have to feel the discomfort, but you're merely here to collect information for you to learn and grow. And you're aware this sadness belongs to a different time and a place, that you don't have to download them.
No.
So what happens back home?
I can see from a distance. It is a long way away.
Go on.
They are working,
Yes.
doing things.
What sort of work do they do?
They have vegetables in a market.
Yes.
They go there.
What else?
They miss me.
Of course. Do they allow to see you? Or are you allowed to see each other?
No.
Never ever?
Some people go out when they're older,
How
go
old?
out to heal things with energy.
I see.
And
How old I might be?
some go back and live in the community
Yes.
and help with energy.
How do they help with energy?
They talk about the crops, how they're growing.
Yes. And then what else do they do?
What to do to help with the animals.
So you help with the knowledge you have with plants and animals.
Yes.
Then you can grow them, feed them,
Yes.
raise them, heal them.
What helps them.
I see. I see.
Yeah. And sometimes children.
Yeah. And how do you help with children?
We help with their joy to get better.
With their joy.
Sometimes
How do you do that?
Sometimes we live in a family and help the children and talk about nature.
Okay, should I spend time with them?
Yes.
Talk about nature.
Yes.
Do you play with them?
Yes.
I see. I see. And that means you do get to go out, but you can't go home.
That's much later that we go out.
As in, how old are you? Or how old is that you are permitted to go out?
They tell us about this. So 18, 19, don't know. Older.
So you haven't got a chance to go out yet?
No. But that's what you do.
And how do you feel about in this place that are unable to go out? Only get to learn and behave, I suppose? And are there many other this kind of schools around, or just this one?
I don't know.
Ask this young priest. He would know. What does he say?
He says yes.
Oh, God.
And then he says, but you don't need to know.
Is that a reason why that we don't need to know today?
Yes, I know that now.
Yes.
They want us to be pure.
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 You mean the masters want you to be pure?
They do, like a pure energy that's only, that has that. So I see it as an energy field, that we have an energy field that is not affected by anything like we are.
I see.
So we don't need to know anymore. I don't like that much, but I don't say.
Okay. Now since you come from a different time, from a future place, I'm sure you are allowed to ask the young priest information about Atlantis and ask him what is his name. Rock. Saying thank you, Rock, for being present with us today. We come here to learn about this world. We're interested and to collect information to help Marilyn with her learning, healing, and soul growth today. Would that be okay to ask some questions?
He's saying yes.
Oh, wonderful. Is that a good place? Is that him the right person to ask for the information to heal with the body?
He says that we have that pure energy and they keep us there, the sensitive ones, the girls that are sensitive. That's his words.
Okay.
Because that purity is what they believe. It's like being drawing on the earth. Oh, it's hard to explain.
That's okay. You're doing fantastic.
So I see us as all filled with like white light, and we're kept there like that so that nothing gets in the way, and that white light, it's like cotton balls.
Yes.
Of white light is kept there, and that is what we draw on. That is why they keep us pure, because it keeps our body healthy.
I see. I see.
So they keep us, that's one way of healing. There was another way that the men learned.
What is it?
So it is an energy healing that they set up.
And how do they do that?
With crystals, big crystals.
Big crystal.
And they played with energy.
How do they play with energy?
He will not tell me that.
I see. All right. And how many schools are there like this?
4.
4. Now, what's the population of this city?
We are not in a city. We are on the mountain.
Yeah, but you came from a city. You came from Atlantis. What's the population of Atlantis?
Thousands, he says.
Thousands. And how long has the temple been here?
It's many generations.
I see.
He says at least 10.
Okay. All right. And then what is he capable of?
He teaches us and he understands. That is his learning, to understand what we have the ability to do. So he understands that.
Ah, so he's like a teacher and assessing what you...
He does.
I see. Mm-hmm.
And he eventually will go further into the temple. They are like steps in under, There are rooms almost into, not in the mountain, but under.
Yes.
And they learn there.
I see.
And eventually that will be his time
Time of what?
to learn what the priests know.
Ah,
Yeah,
become a master.
yes.
Okay.
But he does the teaching now.
Okay.
So
Ah.
he's very good with his hands. He can put his hands up, and he can put his hands either side of you, and it will make you laugh
Oh.
and feel good.
So he has the ability to change how you feel?
Yes,
Ah, I see. That's a wonderful skill to have, isn't it?
yes,
Are you trained to do that as well?
yes. But we can just make people feel good.
How do you do that?
We move energy
By what?
with our hands.
So you all are able to move direct energy by pointing your hands?
Putting hands near people,
Physically?
yes. And they love the feeling. And they feel better.
Ah, is there a particular spot that you put your hands on?
We don't touch them.
Yes. Yes, is there a particular spot that you place nearby the body or just anywhere?
Yeah, from the head down through to the neck.
Front.
Yeah.
And then what else?
Sides.
Sides.
At the side of the head.
How far off the body?
A hand distance.
I see. I see. So each of these teachers teaches you different things.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Does he know why you're trying to control Earth? Is that the priest's ideal or is that your girl's ideal?
It's the priest's ideal.
Why does the priest want to control Earth?
They think they can.
If they can, what are they going to do with Earth?
They think they can control everything.
Oh, and how does that make you feel, Law?
They are very powerful.
And is that what you believe too, that you're able to control Earth?
We don't do that. Not the girls.
And at this age, you are 11 and or 12. What is the most powerful thing that you could do?
Could stop a volcano.
You could stop a volcano.
Not me.
Who could do that?
The priest. But I don't believe that.
So you've never seen them doing that?
No.
What's the most powerful thing that you have seen them doing?
I haven't seen them do things.
Ah, I see. And this is what you hear, okay?
Yes.
Does that mean that they could also create a volcano?
No.
I see. Okay. And what's the most powerful thing that you are capable to do?
Sometimes I know things.
What do you know about?
Sometimes I know that the grass will grow well. I know that someone is getting better when they've been sick. I know life forces.
Tell me about it, the life force. What do you know about it?
I get a feeling of their life force and the strength of their life force.
I see.
And we help them with that. When we go back, I don't do that yet, not at my age now, but I do. That's what we learn, to help people's life force.
Ah, okay. You help humans.
We help, yeah.
I see.
And grass.
I see. Plants and humans. Any living.
Rocks.
Okay. I see. Okay. Now we can proceed to see if you're able to meet a master to ask some questions, if it's appropriate at all for you, Lo. You can just look around in the temple wondering. And let me know what happens there.
There's one sitting in the middle.
Alright. You can go ahead and greet him and just see if I can ask some questions.
Excuse me.
You're doing fine. You can just continue to allow the energy to surround you into the space of that mountain, into Lord's mind, heart, and soul. And you see this master here, and you can let me know what he looks like. What sort of clothes is he wearing?
He's wearing dark brown, almost black. Like tied at the waist. He has sandals.
Mm-hmm. How old is
But he
he?
has cloth as well.
Cloth.
Yeah. On his feet as well. Underneath the sandal.
Okay. Does he wear anything on his head?
No.
And ask him what is his name. Greet him. Just say come from the future. You're interested to learn more about this civilization. Would that be okay to ask for some questions?
Yeah. Yes.
What is his name?
Ramot.
Ramot. Wonderful. Thank you, Master. I'm curious to learn more about your capacity of controlling Earth. And would it be appropriate for you to show us what capacity that you have about controlling and working with Earth?
We can, he says, create energy.
What sort of energy do you create?
Energy shifts things.
Yes. What sort of thing do you shift?
We can shift a rock.
Shift a rock. How big is the rock?
Bigger than. Oh. It's showing me like a house. Bigger than a house.
Oh.
Right. I think it's a house.
How do you actually move the rock like that? Can he demonstrate, please?
They have crystals, rocks, big ones.
Yes.
They create an energy, showing me, and they're chanting and they use their mind.
How many of them work together, or just one?
6 or 7.
6 or 7 chant together. Is
They
that correct?
use their mind
Use mind.
and this energy that they create.
They use mind to create energy.
They use the crystals and then they utilize their mind to direct it.
How do they use the crystals?
Oh, they're set up in a way.
So they place them in a format.
They place them, yeah.
Can you see a sample how they play
I
them?
can't see it clearly. It is in a rock area in the temple.
Are you allowed to go there?
Not right there.
Are you able to ask Ramad for permission just for this one time? Say you come from a future time and space to help to learn and grow, to continue the mission that they are not finished.
Oh. So what I'm seeing is like, it's almost like it's very strange. It's almost like the crystals grew in this overhanging rock, and it's in the actual building. It's like they've grown.
I can describe the building.
It's just like a room carved out of rock.
I see. Like a chamber.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a chamber.
What shape is the room?
Round.
Okay, I see.
And dark-ish. And there is, not in the center, it is to one side, there is the crystal coming down out of the rock.
Oh, the crystal come from the nature.
Yes.
It extends going down.
Yes, and then there's another one, which is big, and then there are others around it.
How big is the crystal?
As big as a child.
Oh, that's large.
Yes. And there are others around it.
So how many crystals are there, as far as you can see?
Lots.
So the room is filled with crystals?
No, just in a circle around it.
Circled around?
Yeah.
Are you able to count
at the base?
Yeah. So
20 I'm getting, but there might be more.
Okay. And are they forming into a special shape? Or just circling around?
Circling around.
So they stick out of the roof and in circle.
Yeah.
In one big circle.
Yeah.
And then what happens? And these 6 and 7 masters.
So it's always connected.
Yes, this
the
crystal.
energy is always connected. They use their minds.
Yes.
To utilize that energy.
Yep.
And to send it out.
To a specific subject, an item, object that they want to move?
Yes.
Is that how they build house?
I think there are other ways too that are not here.
So what do you use this ability to move rocks for?
He says it was to build, but some do it just to show power.
I see. It was use this power to build.
And some just to show power.
What sort of thing do you build?
He's saying they teach others to do the building. They don't build.
Ah, so
They
this...
teach them how to do it, how to use it. So...
And you mentioned chanting.
yeah.
How does chanting play a part in this process?
Centers and focuses.
Center and focus. So the 6 and 7 priests coming together in this chamber with crystals hanging above. Then they use their mind. At the same time they chant, or a different time, or they chant first or chant after?
They chant first.
I see. They chant first, and then they use their mind.
Then they're ready
to create the energy.
Yes.
And then they send the energy to the rock so they can
Yes.
move the rock from one place to another.
And they teach others how to do that.
Wonderful. Does this have anything to do with the pyramid that we see today on Earth? And Stonehenge? Is this the same technology?
So I'm not sure about Stonehenge.
You mean Mark's not sure?
No.
And what he's sure about?
Temples he talks about.
I see.
He says there are many influences.
Many influences.
Yes.
What are the influences?
From the stars.
Ah, okay, from the stars.
From different ones.
From the stars.
Yes, from the stars.
Okay. Different stars.
Yes.
Is it a one particular star or a group of stars?
Different.
Okay. Different ones play different influences.
Yes.
And that is utilized when they move the rocks.
Yes.
So the star is helping. The star energy.
The star people.
The star people. Tell me about it.
He says it is ancient knowledge.
Ancient knowledge.
Handed down.
Are there people live on the stars, or are the stars actual people? Help me to understand.
They came from the stars.
Who are they?
The ones who taught them originally.
Ah, I see.
That's what he's saying. He's showing me pictures.
What sort of pictures?
They're very vague, just people coming from the stars.
Okay.
Teaching people.
How many are they came down from the stars?
He doesn't know.
Ah. And when did that happen?
A long time before.
Was that teaching him or teaching his masters?
Taught his masters.
Taught his masters. I see.
Generations before.
I see. So when you say that he showed you pictures, so how did that happen? Was that a physical picture or was that in a mind picture?
It's a mind picture.
So he placed in your mind?
Yes.
Ah, wonderful.
Where it hangs in the air.
Okay, you hang in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. Is there anything else that he wants us to know, he would like to share with us?
He just says, the ideas are pure, and some people, some masters.
Yes.
What does he say? It's hard to say.
You're doing fine. Just say whatever pops up in your head.
They love power.
Masters love power.
Some do.
Okay, and what happens with that love?
That can be destructive.
Is that what caused the flood?
And I see just energy, everything, energy gone out of balance. That's what I see. It's kind of all gone. So I see, I'm just being shown just like a fracturing of balance.
I see. And what else do you see?
Just that. Then the waves. Then it's like instability. It's an instability.
Is that because too much love for power?
Something else happened.
What is that?
Well, it's hard to say. The energy went in the wrong direction. Something like that.
Okay. Would Grandma has the idea?
He just says he wasn't a part of that.
Ah, I see. And there's people from the same temple that caused the flood?
He says possibly.
I see.
But there were others in other places,
What are the other places?
other temples.
That's right, other temples. And do they have something to do with the flood, with the imbalance and the instability?
Yeah, something to do with the energy.
I see. I see.
So
Okay.
I'm seeing the temples, just a picture like above it.
I see.
Yeah, and then there is energy being misdirected.
I see.
That's all.
I see.
So it took all four.
Okay.
I don't know what they think they were doing.
Yeah, sometimes they know what they're doing, sometimes they perhaps don't. And that's why you're here and I'm not here.
Was it accidental?
It was not?
Well, I think it could have been misdirected because they didn't know. That's a feeling, just a feeling that has come in, is they didn't know the power of what they were doing. They just didn't know.
Or perhaps they also haven't.
Yeah, I don't know. So they did all four together and something happened.
I see. Perhaps they were experimenting. They were,
Yes, or they thought that they knew more than they did.
I see. I got that.
See, because of power is what he is saying, because of power.
Because of power.
Yes.
I see.
And the purity had gone.
Wonderful, wonderful. We appreciate the insight and learning today, Raymond. Now we can go back to where you were before, seeing the Atlantis covered with water. You're hovering around. You can just leave that body, leave that scene, and you're merely here to revisit and have a very interesting experience to collect information to allow your learning. You can just leave low there, and she will find her own peace. She will go where she's supposed to go. That's right. Leave it there. Let it flow to where she belongs to. That's right. That's right. You can leave that scene.
Can I just say, while I was there was a pain in my right eye.
Pain.
Yeah.
And does the body still experience this right eye discomfort?
No, it's going, and there's just a feeling.
I see.
No, that's all.
I see. Okay. All right. And let that right eye discomfort leave that body. It belongs to Lu or belongs to that time. Let it her to continue her own journey. She will find peace. She'll find what she's supposed to find. We're leaving her there to continue on her own journey. That's right. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Marilyn to once again return to the body and fully integrate back to the body. May I speak to Marilyn's subconscious, please?
Yes.
I have permission to speak to Marilyn's subconscious.
Yes.
I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Marilyn's body and does a very good job of it. I also know the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Marilyn in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she has ever lived. I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Marilyn to see today. You chose to bring forward low for her to see. Why did you pick this lifetime?
Laura felt very guilty.
Of what?
Because everyone died.
That's not her
And she
fault.
felt very guilty because she was just a part of that system that went so badly.
But she didn't cause the flood.
No, but she felt like she'd been a part of what had.
Ah,
And she saw the waste and the waste and the, what's the word? Foolishness.
of the system?
Yes. And where it had gone. And it was there for such good reasons. And yet it had gone so wrong. And she felt the guilt of all the loss of the nature, everything that she loved.
Are you able to return those guilt to Lo as she's back here now, in this body, and speaking on behalf of Lo? And those guilt belong to Lo or belong to the past?
Yes.
And does this guilt have anything to do with her health today?
The heart, she says.
The heart. Are you able to help healing the heart today, please?
She says, you can follow your heart to do that, to help the heart.
Ah, are you saying Marilyn should follow her heart? I hear the subconscious.
She says, she followed her heart. But what she didn't realize was she wasn't the other part. She took on other people's guilt by association. And it gets in the way of heart. That's what she says.
Could you please remove those guilt? You know that Marilyn is your body, and you temporarily live in this body to help the heart as you're helping yourself, so that the body could do what you wanted her to do.
Yes.
You're able to return, dissolve those guilt that brought forward from lost life. It doesn't need it in this body.
No.
And Marilyn has more important things to do, to fulfill, to move forward.
She brings in cotton balls of energy.
Cotton rolls.
Balls like fluffy white energy
I see.
that she'd lost. And she's brought them in.
Wonderful. And what does she do with this cotton roll?
These cotton balls our energy and her pure.
It's her purity.
Her purity.
And does she just leave this cotton ball spread, or how does that happen?
They're in the heart. They're like energy. And there was there's a dark space in the heart that held guilt.
I see. Has this darkness been replaced by this
Yes.
white, fluffy ball?
Yes.
Wonderful. Would that help with the heart condition?
It will help with she says many things.
With the nuns as well?
Karma, karma, karma.
Karma.
As in calm.
Calm,
Yes.
of course, karma.
Yes.
We want that heart condition to be 100% healed.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes, it's about karma, being calm.
Are you saying that she isn't calm enough?
It's removing stress from the heart.
Stress.
And stress trips the pattern.
What pattern?
The heartbeat pattern.
Ah, alright. Can we return the body into the purest state where she belonged to? Returning that white, fluffy light ball over into the heart. Balance the heart movement. From now onward, this is the permanent condition. These old patterns no longer needed, so that you can live peaceful, calm, joyful. Absorb and emerge into this calm, peaceful, joyful sensations, returning to the purest light, as that's what you are, who you are.
I say, and it is done.
Oh, good. Does she still need a medication from now on?
She says, be careful.
Be careful what? We know you're capable. You're able to provide the insight, cleanse the old energy, leave the body in peace, calm and joy state. What does she need to be careful about?
She says, the electrical circuit is a real circuit. That I will be much better, but I still need to be aware that it is a normal part of my body.
But this isn't a normal part of other people's body.
No, not all, but some do, some don't.
But why this circuit happens to this body? You have
It's genetic.
the power to heal, to remove this condition. You came afar. You drove all the way, passing the traffic. 2 years, the years of searching, and came to this place. You can remove all of those conditions that stop you moving forward. And you know that you can do that. Those old limitations do not apply to you. You know you have the gift. You have awakened. You can awaken even more to demonstrate your power of healing. Heal yourself completely because you can. You choose to do that. And this is how you demonstrate you can do better. So allow the magic to happen because you are magic. You know that. Not everyone can come this far, can visit or being shown Atlantis. You are the chosen one. As little as you were 3, so you can allow yourself to exercise the knowledge, the power that you have to heal and remove this tachycardial condition completely out of this body lay before me. Could you do that for me?
She says, my electrical circuit doesn't need to go down that circuit. It can now feel strong and calm and comfortable.
Good.
It doesn't need to be jolted or interrupted into an old pattern.
I see. Good. Good. So that says it would not disturb her in any way, isn't it?
Mm.
Good. Could we now please move to the nouns now? And what happens to the noun? And why it happens this way?
Could you say that again?
Denounce that she has asthma on and off. She has this congestion. Is there anything that you could do about it? The powerful subconscious, we respect your capacity.
Yes, to be aware that you have everything within you to fight congestion, to move it out of the body, to work with viruses that come in.
Are we doing the cleansing now? You know that you can. You know that it would be good to cleanse them all at once so that it doesn't bother you anymore. And you can continue to focus on the sound of my voice. And the more questions you answer, the deeper you will go. And no matter how deep you are, you'll be always able to answer my questions and provide insight and a healing. And what's happening with the lungs now?
There is a feeling of wholeness.
Oh, good.
There's a feeling of being connected back to of health, a feeling of health.
Yes.
And an understanding that the lungs need to know that.
Ah.
And in fact, she says they do in many ways, and it has been a process. And it can continue even more.
Good. That's it. Let the healing continue. Let the wholeness to continue fill up the heart, the lungs, returning to the normal, healthy state. You can find this. You have all you need to be healthy, happy, calm, and free. Just allow that sense of appreciation, joy, health to flow all over your body, all over your body. And release those guilt, anger, that fear of showing your ability. It's time. It's time to show what you know. There's reason for you to be chosen to learn this skill set, to be used for good reason. And that's your intention. You're made pure with the purest energy, the purest intention. to conduct the purest act, and nothing stops that, and nothing takes you away from that. So, how's the nun feeling now?
It's like everything's connecting. They feel good. They feel connected. So what has come into my head has been, when you put your focus on things, they're like on their own and they feel weakened. And this is putting everything back, feeling together again. So it's not just the lungs and the heart,
Yes.
but I'm getting internal pictures of all the organs and the blood vessels and the cells. And life force.
Beautiful. You're saying the spine is fixed now as well?
The life force to go forward is fixed. The rest can follow.
I see. So the major thing has been done.
Yes.
Oh, good. Good. And how does the lower back feel now?
It feels good at the moment. It feels good.
I see. All right.
There's no pain.
Good. Good. Wonderful. Now, one more thing we wanted to examine is about this sugar level, that's spider bite.
Yes.
Are you able to do something with that? Remove that out of the system, those poison?
Energetically, yes.
What about it physically?
So, what's come in is I've been drawn to shakes, as in smoothies, sorry, with much more spinach and ginger and things. And they're pointing out that that is really, and so I have noticed this but not thought about it, that the filtration system is working well.
Are they releasing the poison substance from the spider bite? I'm sure they could do more.
Yeah, they can do more.
Cleanse this in one go.
Cleanse the consciousness, they tell me.
Do that now then.
They say, cleanse the consciousness of causes and focus on forward and healed.
Is it causes in relation to Atlantis life or different lives?
The now causes. So it's like, don't talk about it anymore to yourself. Don't recreate it anymore in yourself. That's interesting. So some of it is the toxin, and I realize some of it is my consciousness. So it's like I clear the. So I've got like a whiteboard. That's funny. And I put all the causes on the whiteboard.
Okay.
I clear it.
You just wipe the whiteboard clean?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
And we don't talk about it to myself
Yes.
anymore.
Okay, so it's all gone. Cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
And the poison's gone as well, being cleaned?
Will be.
What do you mean will be?
Is on the way.
On the way? How far away? Sure, you can do it right now in a few seconds' time.
I see. Yes. But they want me to keep going with the smoothies.
Sure, that would be good. That sounds healthy anyway.
That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they're saying.
Okay. Anything else that needs to be done with the body?
Sleep more. That popped in.
Ah, she doesn't require much sleep. What's the insight on that?
Sometimes they're saying I ignore my body.
Ah,
Bit of a rebel, they say. And my feeling is I don't need a lot of sleep, but
yes.
sometimes I need to sleep long enough.
I see.
And they're showing me the deep stages to get the deep stages. The purple bits. The purple bits.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so that's very clear.
Wonderful.
And the funny thing is that in the week before I came here, that's been happening for the first time in a long time.
Ah,
So I've been ahead of myself.
wonderful. It's already happening.
Yeah,
I see.
because I was coming here.
Yes, you knew you were coming.
Shows me something.
I see.
Wow.
I know. And of those emotions that Marilyn goes through in her current life, are we helping on those as well? With the father, with the sister?
With love.
Ah, good. Good. Do that. Send her love.
I can feel their love.
Wonderful.
For the first time in ages, I can feel all the energies in my heart.
Oh, good.
All of them. They all have their own space. So,
Wonderful. Love. Letting it all go. It's always there, isn't it?
it's what's important.
Yes. And what's the lesson about it with the father, which she speaks out of her mind?
took me a long time to understand that I was actually a strong person.
And do you mean that as in you recognize that her being strong?
Yes, and that some of him being there was to help me to learn that.
Ah, I see. That's why he invited her for the fight, the argument?
Yes.
I see. Alright. And what about those feelings of signs showing her that she couldn't do this spiritual stuff? Where was that?
That was to safeguard it coming in.
Was that the right thing to do?
Yes, at the time.
Is the changing happen now?
I have done that. I have done that bit. I have completed that part of my contract. And it's not a contract that I came in with. It was a contract that I agreed with because it became necessary.
Necessary about what?
Necessary to protect the industry. And I'm seeing a lot of little things that occurred because of that, because I became part of the committee for South Australia. We went afterwards, before I knew this, we went to the government agencies. We stopped something that would have happened if we hadn't, there was more than one of us, if we hadn't gone down that line. We had to make it legitimate. We didn't realise how important it was.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So that was the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to do.
Oh, wonderful.
But I've done that. I've done what was needed. Other people take over now with the things that need to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And I see their faces.
Mm-hmm.
And they're national people now.
I see.
Yeah. So we've done our bit.
And what about the book that she wrote? It's okay. We're merely here to collect insight. If there is any sort of a discomfort emotion, you're just watching it. You will not feel any discomfort. And you're collecting, observe the wisdom that's being shown.
There's that freedom of choice now.
Now what?
There's it's like I have a choice whichever way it wants to go, but there was like a train line with the train line.
I see.
With the barrier down. Oh, the barrier's not even there.
Yes.
But and I can choose
I see.
whatever I want to do.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay.
And I was worried about time and space having passed. And that seems silly now. That's all. Just like, why would you worry about time and space?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
You're saying there's no need to worry about that?
No, nothing is out of date.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's it, really.
I see.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everything's relevant.
Yes.
I see. Is there anything else that we need to know, Marilyn needs to know?
Wow. That sounds like my sister talking.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's so lovely.
What does she say?
Just remember, because I got that feeling. I feel her. I feel her here.
Yes.
In me.
Sure.
And Mum and Dad and my brother.
Our reunion.
Yeah.
Just feel that.
And
absorb in that beautiful reunion.
And I didn't think I could bring all of them back at one time and understand the feeling. And I'm just saying thank you. Yeah, cry.
Wonderful.
Oh.
Experience what experiencing.
Yeah.
Feel the love and joy. Being surrounded by mom, dad, sister and brother. It's a very special moment that very few are allowed. Just let the love surround you, envelope you.
Puts colour back.
Wonderful.
They're all there. Oh, and my dogs that have passed, they're all there.
Wonderful.
It's quite a crowd.
Just enjoy that peace, love, center, united, that oneness.
It's wonderful. And a bucket load of cats.
Oh, wonderful.
They've come in as well.
Beautiful.
Oh, God. And birds.
Beautiful.
Free birds, not birds in cages.
Sure, free bird.
Sorry, they're all coming in. There's a crowd.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Chooks.
Yes.
Oh, enough already. Lovely.
And just one more question. Are there anybody from the soul family that is present in her life today?
There is. There is my person from the stars.
Yes.
He stands he's at a distance. But he's here.
Who is him?
Beg your pardon.
Who is him? It's okay. You don't have to say. You can just experience what you experience. observe and absorb.
I get that he is part of, he is not all, but he is part of Yeshua.
Yeshua,
Yeshua.
what's your relationship with him?
It's who we are when we're not here.
Ah, I see.
It's who we have been.
I see.
And yet we know our distinct parts.
Yes, we're separated
Yes.
from him. Okay.
Yes and no.
Yep.
We always know our part,
Yes.
is what I'm getting.
Okay.
And sometimes I have felt so separated, as if we're not connected, but he's here.
Yes. And what's the reason of him being shown?
He says you know what to do.
I see. Wonderful.
I feel he would help me if I needed it.
I see. And is there a way that Marilyn can connect with Joshua?
Yes, I can just ask.
And what does she need to say? What does Marilyn need to say?
No, it's a feeling.
I see.
I say his name, Yeshua.
Okay. And then he will appear
Yeah.
and he'll help you.
With what's appropriate. I say what's appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm guided.
I see. Okay. Wonderful. Is there anything else that Marilyn needs to know today?
Just to sit by water sometimes.
More water.
To sit by it.
Okay.
Because even as a child, and now, and I forget, that it has the understanding, the clearest feeling, other than trees, of life force for me. So, if I want to strengthen my life force, get amongst trees and sit by water. There you go.
I see. Close by trees.
Yeah.
Sit beside the water.
Yeah.
I see. Anything else? Before we bring her
No,
back.
that's it.
Okay. Are you ready to come back?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now I'm asking the subconscious to recede to where it belongs with much love and much thanks for the help and information that it has been giving Marilyn today. I know she's really going to appreciate it. And I want the entities from other life that we were speaking with to also recede into the past, to the time where they belong, with much love and thanks for the information they have given us today. And remember, the things you were watching for are from the past. They belong to the past. And we leave them in the past. We only brought them forward as a curiosity to learn from, to have information to help with the present lifetime. In that way, they are valuable and have importance. But as Marilyn listens to the recording and goes over the material and puts it into place, it will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. That's very important. It will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. And now, I want all of the consciousness and the personality of Marilyn to once again return and fully integrate back into the body completely. Now, all of the consciousness and the personality of Marilyn is once again fully integrated back into the body, replacing all other parts we were speaking to. And now, I want Marilyn to move up, up, and up through time and space, and orient yourself back into the present day and time, 29th November 2022, 3:43 p.m. You're lying here on the couch in Northern Summit, and you just had a very interesting experience. And I want you to remember that you're back now to the body, feeling wonderful all over. As you open your eyes, take your time, returning to the body with that newly acquired awareness, understanding, and love, feeling wonderful, wonderful all over, wonderful all over, just as you had a nice nap, a nice sleep. If you're truly rested, refreshed, you'll be able to drive, fully alert, comfortable, feeling wonderful.
I do.
How's that?
That was great fun.
So that's quantum healing.
Ah, that was good.
You didn't need much. You just go there straight away. And
Well, it's funny actually, because at first you feel like you're making it up. And then what happens is you realise it's just all there. And I can't say that it's there in all solid picture form, but it's like wherever my consciousness goes, I get the bits that I need. So it's interesting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, how it works.
Yes.
Because you couldn't just make that up.